I've not heard of it. Oh, I think I might have heard of it. But William Defoe, Gregory Hines. I'm not sure who Gregory Hines is. Obviously William Defoe's he's in loads of stuff. He's a well-known actor. Played the Green Goblin. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't get it open. Yeah, it's in good nick. There's a bit of a mark, but that is just on the plastic part. Yeah, I really like the cover. Actually, I just got it for the cover, but and hopefully the film will be quite good as well. But that's one of those I could have probably left it, but I just thought I'd get it. It looks old and it's got one of those classic covers which I've mentioned. I just feel reminded of Blade Runner when I look at the front. Probably nothing like Blade Runner, I mean, you know. So yeah, that's that. That's one that I'll be watching. Don't know whether I'll be keeping it. I don't know how collectible it is. It might be really good. It might be a really good film. It might be really collectible. It might be really rare. It might be not rare at all. It might be a load of rubbish. Who knows? We'll soon find out. You know, it might not be collectible, but I might really like it. Right. I'll just mention this. Yeah, that's the other one that I already showed the other one, and this is the other one. I already showed the one of them. This is a different one. Still part of the televised series, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. I don't know this. I don't know, like I was saying, I don't know any of these stories, and I didn't know that they televised them, but they're good to have, and I will continue to get them, maybe. If I see these, maybe. Depends how much I've got on the if I've already bought loads, then I suppose now I've got them though, I'll have to, you know, if I see them and they're different, if it's all the different stories. How many of these did they do? I no idea. I only seem to remember The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. So this is quite a good. They're quite a good find. They've got a good collector's value to them because they are quite rare. In my book, anyway. To me, they are, and. They're worth having. I'd like to find the Box of Delights. I've got it on DVD. I'd like to find it on VHS, possibly. And also the Storyteller. I'd like the Storyteller. They are on VHS, but they're so expensive on online. I was going to buy them, but they're about. I don't know. They're about something like £30 to £50. So just for. I think it's the complete collection on VHS, but they really were way too overpriced. But it just goes to show how rare they are. I'm talking about the Storyteller, Jim Henson's Storyteller. I don't know whether you know about that. They are classics with John Hurt, and they're like different stories, all fantasy. If you don't know about them, check them out because they are really good. If you like your fantasy stuff, and if you like stuff like Labyrinth and you know, this type of thing, and the box of Delights, and those are definitely worth checking out. But anyway, yeah. So I think I've got about this too. I can't really say much about it because I don't know that much about it, and I would like to talk about them a bit more. But like I said, I'm trying to get through these as fast as I can. So I'll move on. Yeah, oh, well, that's quite a jump from that to that. Yeah, Braindead. I've already got these. Always worth having. Always worth. There's quite a lot of different editions of this, different versions, and I know it's called. It was released as Dead Alive in the States, I think, and maybe in other parts of the world. I don't know. This is the version that I know, Braindead. This is the only version that I've ever come across. and to me, that this is the definitive version. 'Cause, I mean, it's got the cover that, you know, well, it was called Braindead. I don't know why they released it as Dead Alive, to be honest, when the film is actually called Braindead, and the title, when it comes up at the beginning, is actually, I mean, this must be the definitive release that was, you know, is it New Zealand or Australia it was released in? It was made, I mean, it was made in one of those countries. I have no idea. I know it's a Peter Jackson film. That's about all I know about it. And it's just absolutely wild. I remember first watching this when I was a teenager and thinking that it was, I didn't realise it's actually meant to be a comedy, but I took it quite seriously, and I took the gore seriously. And then when it gets really over the top, this film does. I was kind of looking at it as a serious horror film at the time. It freaked me out quite a bit, actually, when the stuff that started to happen in it. I didn't realise it's a bit of a kind of spoof, isn't it? But I didn't realise at the time. I just thought it was I don't know why I didn't realise. I must have been on something at the time, but it did totally freak me out. And I remember I was thinking about it for days. You know, it's one of those. It kind of just it stayed with me for a while. This film did. After I watched it, yeah, quite a lot of films do that. But yeah, this is one of those films that it's just all out gore, isn't it? It's just no holding back. It's just craziness. There's some really good ideas in it, though. It's got quite a reputation, this film has, hasn't it? And when you see it, you do realise why it's built up that name for itself. And was it banned? I'm not sure whether it was actually banned, but yeah, possibly. It makes The Evil Dead look like Sunday Picnic. That is actually that really does hit the nail on the head, because when you do watch it in comparison to Evil Dead, it is a lot worse. But I still think Evil Dead is a better film. But this really gives the Evil Dead a run for its money, and yeah, I mean, I could do a video just about this film and the Evil Dead, or just talk about the Evil Dead films and maybe mention this, but I would like to talk about it a bit more and go into a bit more depth about it. And yeah, I'd love to do a video on the Evil Dead, so maybe I'll do that in another film, because I have got them. They are up there. I've got the 1, 2 and 3, and I've got Braindead as well. I can't actually find them now. Oh, there they are. Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. Yeah, I've already got this, but I got it again because it's always worth having again this. Well, I'm going to try and move on. Go through these as fast as I can. Charlotte's Web. I've never seen this. I've heard about it before. Obviously, it's a cartoon. Quite a rare one to find on VHS. Just thought I'd get it because I haven't seen it, and it'll go in with my kids' collection. We'll see for the young of all ages. Oh, there you go. That must be me then. I wouldn't mind watching it. Yeah. I'd like to say a bit more maybe, but I don't know. I'm rapidly running out of time. The Fly. Good film. This was a good find. I've got The Fly 2 as well, which I'll get to. Yeah, it's a good film. It is quite rare on VHS. This, you don't see it that often. But it's a newer one. It's I've got the original sequel, The Return of the Fly. I've got the one with Vincent Price. I've got that on VHS. I haven't got the original Fly on VHS, which I would like. I would like the older ones. Yeah, it's not that rare. I mean, it's a good one to have on VHS, but to be honest, it's not something that it's not like a Hellraiser or a underground kind of horror. It's a bit more mainstream, this, isn't it? But it's still a good one to find, and I'm glad I got them. Like, it's not like one of these. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not like a Shivers David Cronenberg. I've already got this. I actually bought it online, but that's a Cronenberg as well, isn't it? The Fly. So they're quite good to have together. But yeah, I've already bought this. But yeah, I got it. I found it today, and I just got it again because it's got a different cover to the one I've got. This cover's not as good as the one I've got, but it's still worth getting again. You know, if there's anything wrong with the other one, this I've got this one, but it's good to have them. It's good to have it twice, really, the different covers. Yeah, so they're quite good finds. Another Bugs Bunny there, classic Looney Tunes cartoons. I think there's a few on there. Yeah, that's quite long, that one is. Yeah, I'm just going to move swiftly on. Just get these done. There's the number 2. So yeah, it was good. I saw that one first, and then I saw the first one, and they're obviously together, so they're quite good to have, the both of those. To be honest, I've not seen them in years, but they're all right. They're not my favourite. They're not my most favourite films. They're really good films, but they're not up there with like The Shining, or they're not like Evil Dead, you know, or Candyman, or they're good horror films, but they're not up there with my favourites, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but they're good to have, and they're good to have on VHS. Maybe in another video I'll talk a bit more about these, because they are good films. They're well made films. It was meant to be, wasn't it, David Cronenberg doing a newer one, a remake of this one. I think that one's better than that one. I didn't think that one was as good as the first one. I don't know why they never did a number 3 or carried on the series. But I did hear about a remake, and I don't know. Maybe they're still doing it. Maybe it's in talks. Maybe not. I haven't heard anything about it since, so who knows. But yeah, I'll leave it at that for those two. They do deserve a bit more said about them, but I'm running out of time, so maybe I'll talk about them in another video if I go through my horrors, and maybe I'll talk a little bit about David Cronenberg and his stuff, and maybe I'll cover these. He didn't do the second one, I don't think, did he? Or did he? Probably not. It wasn't as good, was it? So probably not. Okay, just very quickly. The China Syndrome, I've heard of this, and I don't know, it doesn't look that good, to be honest, but I just thought I'd get it because it does look quite old, and I have heard of it, and I don't know whether it's sci-fi or I'm not sure, but I've heard of it before, and it looks quite rare. It's not. When you're in these shops and there's that much rubbish in there, and then you see stuff like this, and it does actually, it stands out a bit, and it's a bit kind of, it's a bit edgier than the other, more mainstream stuff. So yeah, that's why I normally get stuff like this. But then, when I get home, I'm kind of a bit like, did I really want that? But yeah, I'll check it out. It does look terrible. The back doesn't really sell it that well, but the cover's quite good. It's got Michael Douglas in it, Jane Fonda, she's a well-known actress, isn't she? And Jack Lemmon, or Jack Lemmon. I don't know that guy. I don't know who that is, but you know, I'll check it out. I'll see what it's like. I'll whack it on and you know, I'll give it a whirl and see what it's like. Okay, Soldier. Yeah, this is one of those sci-fi B movies that I like this type of stuff. I do collect it, and yeah, I was quite pleased to find this because I'm sure I've seen it, and it's a good B movie, isn't it? It's a good sci-fi. It's a good classic B movie. Got Kurt Russell in it. Did I say Kurt Douglas before when I was talking about Tango and Cash? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I meant Kurt Russell. If I did, yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. Quite pleased to find it. I like these sci-fi films. I do like these kind of B movies, science fiction B movies as well, like from the 80s and 90s, and even 2000s to an extent. So I probably would buy them if I saw them, but I don't know. I'll have to just see. It depends what type of ones I find. Yeah, it didn't look that. It doesn't look that good, but then when you look closer, it is. Yeah, it's quite a well-known film. It's been on telly a few times. I'm sure it's that film Soldier. Yeah, I'm sure it's the one I'm thinking of. There's the back. Spectacular, says the Los Angeles Times. Rambo, Death Wish, and Dirty Harry in Outer Space. Always good. Those three rolled into one. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, so yeah, another version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I was quite pleased to get. I was quite pleased to get two versions. I never ever see this film, and then today I find it twice. And what's quite cool is it's Blue Dolphin. That's the make of the video. And it's got this blue kind of. It's got this blue on the plastic. It's got this blue plastic in there, which is quite cool. You don't see that usually. You don't see that every day. So that's quite a good one to have, really. That's quite a good find. Quite pleased with that. Yeah, what can you say? It happened. It didn't actually happen. Parts of it happened, but that's how they kind of that's how they made such an impact with this film. Is they said it was based on true events, didn't they? When it was actually just based on that one guy, Ed Gein. But yeah, obviously, you know, if you're a horror fan, you know about all that. I'm not going to go too much into that. Yeah, Tobe Hooper's original uncut. Oh wow, uncut. That's nice. That's a nice one. That's a nice find. That's a nice find. It really is. Didn't read that in the shop. Just kind of chucked it in my bag. I don't know whether the uncut version's that much different to the. I'm sure I've seen the uncut version. I'm sure most of the versions are the uncut version now. So, you know, nothing spectacular really about that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is a quite a rare version. This. I'm not sure. I'm not. You know, I'm not an expert. But yeah, it's, what can you say? It is a really creepy. I still see this as one of the most disturbing horrors ever made, and me and one of my friends totally agrees with me on this. That this is probably the scariest horror film I think ever made. It's the atmosphere that it creates, really. Not a lot of people understand that it's like, people don't really see it as scary. They see it as more like gory, even though there's absolutely no gore in there. Everything is suggestive, and people don't see it as a people probably don't find it that scary, other people, but if you really think about it, it takes you to just another level of kind of horror, I think. and it takes you into this other world where it's, to me, it's just the worst possible scenario you could ever find yourself in. And it's also the realism of it, the fact that these people, there are people like this out there, you know, these places do exist, these people do exist, and it's like it says there, the purest of all horror films. That hits the nail on the head, really, is that it is pure, it is totally pure, and it's unadulterated, and it's just it's not watered down, it just gives it to you straight. Yeah, it encapsulates and conveys a primal kind of fear, doesn't it? This original uncut, again, the blue inside, really liking that. Just moving on now, swiftly on to this big box, Earth Girls Are Easy. I've already got this, it's over there, and yeah, I will talk about it in another, when I go through all that lot. My phone's messed up again. Yeah, I will talk about it a bit more in another film, in another video, when I go through my other collection. But yeah, really pleased to find the big box version of this. It is a crazy ass film from the 80s, like science fiction comedy. I don't think I've ever actually watched it, to be honest, and I'm really looking forward to watching it. Really looking forward to watching it, though. It's kind of in the same vein as you know, Weird Science and My Stepmother's an Alien. It's that kind of it's that genre of film. I think it looks a bit crazier than those, though. Really good to have on to have a big box of it. Really good find today. It's a shame I've already got it. I do prefer finding stuff that I haven't got, you know, rare stuff like this that I haven't got. But yeah, I was pleased to find it, and I have already got it. I've got a small box version. I've got I've got it twice now, so if one of them doesn't work, then I've got a spare. But if they both work, then even better. And yeah, this type of stuff is, I do collect it, and I probably will, if I see stuff like this again, I probably will buy it. So yeah, not going to say much more about it. I would like to talk a bit more about it. I don't know that much about it. I'll possibly talk about it in another video, because I've got another version of it. So yeah, right. Having problems with my phone running out of memory again. Yeah, so just gonna wrap this video up now. This is the last one. Finally reached the end of what seems like a mega haul, mega video. I don't think I've ever done one this long before, but yeah, this is the final one that I've come to. So just going to wrap it up just by saying, yeah, I've got obviously you've seen the first one. Quite pleased to get the second one. I've got this on DVD. I know earlier I was talking about stuff that I start reading and start watching, and I stop it halfway through, and then I never go back to watching it. This is one of those films. I've got this on DVD, and I started watching it, and I've only ever watched it, I think I've watched it halfway through. I haven't actually watched the end, but now I can watch the whole thing. Maybe I'll watch it on video, how it was when it first came out. So yeah, not as strong as its predecessor, but from what I saw of it, from what I've watched, it wasn't as good, but it wasn't bad. You know, it wasn't terrible. I think the CGI werewolves are really bad, from what I can remember. yeah, just don't bother. Just don't forget the CGI. Just go back to the old school and just do it the way you used to, the way they used to do it. Just with all that, those real life effects and kind of animatronics. Yeah, just go back to doing stuff like that, man. It was just that's the way things should be. You could really see the kind of the attention to detail, and I think I've said this in one of my other films. Yeah, I'm really tired now. I can't really, I can't think what to say about it. It was good when it. It wasn't that. It wasn't very good when it came out. I don't think it had a good reception, but it's good to have. I've got the other one twice, so this is a good one to have. And you know, at the end of the day, it's a horror film. Always glad to get another horror film. Have another horror in the collection there. Yeah, I'd like to say a bit more about it, but I think this video's it's run its course now. It's gone on too long, this video, really. Yeah, I should say videos, because this is probably going to be in a few parts. It was a large collection of stuff today that I've gone through, and because I had all that stuff, that backlog of stuff, and then I had like a huge haul, which I do. This is just the usual, the amount of stuff that I normally get, and when I start going through some of my other stuff, you'll see this is the volume that I get stuff in. So yeah, I'm going to try and cut it down, but obviously I say things for a reason, and I do talk about stuff for a reason. I don't want to cut too much out, because I do want to leave in some of the stuff I find interesting, and you know, I'm speaking my mind a lot on these videos. I'm not speaking objectively. I'm just talking from the heart, really, and I do want to keep in a lot of it, because that's the whole reason why I'm doing the videos. Otherwise, I just wouldn't be saying anything. I'd just be showing them, and then not really saying anything. But I do talk a lot, and I do ramble a bit, but I like the stuff I do say. I do try and say it for a reason, and there is a point to what I'm saying, and I'll try and cut out all the ums and ahs, and the kind of the bits where I've slowed down a bit, or if I'm not saying much, or if I feel that I'm talking rubbish, like if I'm going on too much, like I'm doing now, I'll probably cut it out. I'll probably cut this whole section out. But yeah, it's been a long one, and it's really late now. I'm really tired, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and I want to do more of them. I'll try and cut this one down as much as I can. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and you've enjoyed looking at some of the stuff I've got hold of today. If you particularly like anything, make a comment about it. If you know about anything that I've bought, if you know quite a lot about something like that, for example, if you know a lot about this particular film and you want to say something about it, I always invite any kind of comments. I'm very open to that. Yeah, very much a fan of that, and very much a fan of building up a bit of a relationship with viewers, and just talking about stuff, man. yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, then hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below. You know, talk about anything you like at all. It doesn't have to be video related. It probably would help if it is to do with, like, you know, collecting, or if you just want to talk about some of the music I've been playing, then feel free to, you know, I don't mind, as long as it relates to something in the video. Feel free to make a comment. Well, you know, it doesn't have to relate. You can just, you know, strike a conversation, as long as it's clean, and as long as it, you know, as long as it's constructive. Then, you know, any criticisms, you know, I feel free to say what's on your mind, but I won't take much notice of them, to be honest. You know, any opinions, or if anyone wants to start any debates about stuff, I don't mind talking about stuff, and you know, speaking my mind. If anyone disagrees with anything that I've said, then you know, I don't mind discussing it in a, you know, civilized manner, obviously. But yeah, I try not to get into that. It's just you know, this is just something I'm into. It's a passion at the end of the day, and I enjoy it. And these are, like I've said, they're not objective. These videos, they're more, you know, they're more just me talking about my love for this stuff, and talking about this, you know, this is a hobby I have, and I enjoy talking about it, and that's what these videos are about, really. And I want other people that enjoy it to embrace the videos that I'm doing, to find entertaining and informative, maybe to an extent, and just interesting to see what other people are doing. Like I do, I watch other people's, and I like to see it as a network, you know, an online network of people that are into the same thing, and, you know, you share ideas. And if you've enjoyed this video, let me know, and watch out for more, because yeah, I'll be doing more of them, and yeah, just watch out for them, and support them if you can, because I really like doing them, and I will continue to do them if they get hits. If they get some support, and you know, if there's an audience out there for them, I'll carry on doing them. If no one takes much notice of them, I'll probably stop doing them after a bit, to be honest. So the more I can circulate them and get them out there, and get some views, and, you know, get some subscribers, yeah, the more that happens, the better, really. And yeah, hopefully they will. Hopefully they'll do well. But, you know, I enjoy doing them, and I will carry on doing them for a bit. I enjoy talking about this stuff, and yeah, I'll carry on doing it as a hobby until it's run its course. You know, I've got other stuff I'm planning on doing as well, so I may not do them forever, but I'm enjoying doing them at the moment, and I'll probably carry on for a bit longer. Who knows? I might carry on doing them for good. Who knows? Right, so that's me. It's really late now, so I'm just gonna say good night, and yeah, hope you've enjoyed it, and watch out for more that will be on their way. Watch out for some more that I'll be doing pretty soon. Cheers, folks. See ya.